405 Sports Day. We're going to be going over the MLB and where its state is right now, and I'll kick it to Zach.
All-Star game was yesterday. Home Run Derby was the day before. What were the thoughts surrounding that?
The Home Run Derby, I actually enjoyed it this year. It was a lot better than I probably expected it to be, just because a lot of stuff happened that really wasn't supposed to happen.
I think it's where a lot of players get their fans based on like how they interact with everything.
That's-
and
yeah,
stuff like that.
like
So I think
Vlade.
Julio gained a lot of fans this weekend. And then another one from the All-Star game was Jose Trevino, the catcher for the Yankees. I loved him.
Did you hear when he was mic'd up?
Yes, that's what.
That was really cool.
They mic'd up Alex Manoah when he was pitching, and that was awesome. And then they hooked up Nestor and Trevino talking back and forth when they were pitching, and that was also awesome. But every time someone came up to bat, Trevino would stand up and be like, "Hey, congrats, man." I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, and then he goes up to bat, and he's like, "I can't believe I'm at the All-Star game right now." It's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Manoah was. They were trying to treat it like an interview while he was pitching, but he was more just like, "Should I throw a fastball by him right now?" Or it was crazy.
He was like, John, because John Smoltz was like
Mhm.
announcing. He's like, John, what should I throw? He's like, back foot slider.
Yeah, he's like, "Are you about to strike out this side?" He's like, "Yeah, what should I do it on?"
I like spiked a curve or spiked
hit
a
him in the
slider and
foot.
hit him in the foot.
Front foot slider.
He's like, you landed it back foot. You just hit him. Yeah.
That was funny.
He's like, "See if Kirk got me." Oh, Kirk's got me. Yeah, we're going high fastball.
Kirk knows what I like.
Kirk knows what I like, man.
Did you agree with Giancarlo being MVP?
I thought it should have been J-Ram. Just because he made every play in the field and also had like multiple hits, but Giancarlo had the big blow, so.
Yeah. Was his like to take the lead when he hit it? I wouldn't. watch it.
Tied it, I
Yeah,
think.
tied it.
Tied it.
They went back to back. Buxton hit a
I was like, I knew Buxton hit it, but I
Buxton
was-
hit one up at his eyeballs over the fence.
Yeah, the NL is garbage. Garbage. They took out the one batter that did anything and put Freddie in, but it's all good. I'm sure Goldsmith was nice about it. Like, yeah, he can go hit. You know, he just hit a two-run shot.
Realistically, they don't care.
Well, it's just like some of the young dudes get like 3 or 4 at bats, and then the studs get like 1.
I mean, yeah, but I just mean like as a player, you could care less if you win an All-Star game.
Yeah.
You made the All-Star game. You don't care if you win it.
Did you see the picture of Stanton's bat? Like whenever he hit it,
Yeah.
that ball was absolutely crushed.
He went like 457, I think. it was.
All he does is just upper body. He just
Yeah.
Throw
What's-
a
what's
0-2 curveball right down the middle.
I like how they mic people up. It makes it more enjoyable than just watching another baseball game.
Some of the questions they ask him can be awkward. Like they don't want to be interviewed, I guess. More just talk to him. Because they asked Julio, like, who did you want to come out here and meet? And he was just like, everyone. I mean, I'm not going to say a specific player.
Judge is probably glad his mic broke.
Yeah.
They had no idea.
He probably faked
So-
it.
You come back to the Yankees this year?
He
Yeah.
probably hated the interview beforehand so much he didn't want to do it again.
Some of them didn't seem like they were too thrilled about it, but then Trevino was like, "You guys can talk to me during my at bat. I'm fine with that." And they called like a high fastball on him. He's like, "Did that hit the corner?" And they're like, he was a little iffy. He said, "I thought so, but we're good."
Yeah.
They've got that internal zone. They've got it memorized.
But I like what you said about how like it helps like the fans like get to know people like
add-
Vladdy.
Yeah.
I mean,
So Juan Soto ended up winning the Derby.
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of ironic.
Yeah.
It made people question the rules because Julio hit like 83
That was 88.
or something ridiculous throughout all the rounds, and Soto only hit like 60.
Yeah.
But then you make the argument Soto went second every time, so once he passed him, it was over.
It's just kind of
But
Did you see the thing where people were, I don't know who was complaining, 'cause it's really not important, but when Pujols played Schwarber in the first round,
They didn't count one of Schwarber's home runs.
they didn't count one of Schwarber's home runs.
And they just put it in
And-
overtime. For
Yeah,
no
and the
reason.
very last one that Albert hit was actually after the clock ended, so they shouldn't have tied him anyways. But I was like,
Schwarber should not lose that match.
that's my thing.
anyways,
Is like
but-
Schwarber should have won 13 in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can argue either way.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought it was funny.
I didn't realize Schwarber was second in the home run race.
Oh yeah, he's only like 2 or 3 behind. Isn't he?
That's how
many
the-
I
does he
swear to
got?
God, he only
That's how the
either
seeding
goes
works,
yard
so.
or he strikes out.
Well,
he's
it's June. Every year he hits a bunch. Like last year he won Player of the Month in June, and he won it this year too. it's just like some of those dudes when it's cold, the ball's not flying as much and they're not very good. But he's one of those dudes. Once it heats up, he heats up. So that first month, the Phillies were kind of
Those are still kind of.
Phillies,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, because Bryce Harper's out. So
That's a good point.
tragic.
Yeah.
Is everything All-Star weekend?
They don't do a whole lot. I think it's just the Derby. I don't freaking care about the celebrity softball game.
The Futures game was kind of cool to watch. I don't know if you watched most of it.
I watched a little bit of it. The Marlins pitcher, like,
Yuri Perez.
yeah,
looks
he looked
cold.
freaking good.
Looks cold.
Mason Wynn looks good.
Mason Wynn looked good.
It made me think I wanted to trade him for a pitcher. I can't trade him because you know how dope it'd be to have him up in the MLB. He hits a home run and then he come out in the 8th inning and he takes his glove off and goes to the pitcher's mound and is pumping 100. I'm like, that fire. Have a position player doing that on the mound. Plus we got other options. So.
He threw one 100 miles an hour across the diamond.
Exactly.
Which
That was crazy.
I think that's the hardest throw across the diamond ever.
So gotta be close to it.
Because I thought O'Neal Cruz broke it like 2 weeks ago.
He had it for this year for sure.
I don't know if they're gonna. I mean,
It was almost 1-on-1 too.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna count it because it's in the Futures
Yeah,
game.
He
but
threw it hard. The announcer didn't say anything about it either. There's the one in the background that went, wow.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I did hear that.
Dude, if you look at the slow mo, his elbow should have tore when he threw that ball.
The Yankees are 13 games ahead of the Rays in the AL East. I don't want to get too excited because usually when we get to the postseason, we crap ourselves. So I'm not going to hold my breath, but they're looking pretty good right now. One of those reasons is Judge. We won't pay the damn man.
No,
So he's gone after
That's-
this year, probably. You know it's bad when David Ortiz is in the dugout in the All-Star game.
Well, the thing
telling the world to pay the man.
behind that is he asked for it last year and they wouldn't do it. So this is his contract year, and he's having like the best contract year ever. So that doesn't help their case at all.
I mean, if you guys wanted to, could you? Do you like have enough money to pay the man?
Well, if you want to spend money, then you can. But
Yeah. I mean, we are the Yankees.
I guess that's a good point. You are the Yankees.
paying some wrong people, but
It's true.
we won't get into
Garrett
that.
Cole one.
Oh, we can get into
You offload a bunch of money.
Joe Gallo. Maybe the
Oh,
worst
I
baseball
think
player I've ever watched.
Chapman's not good either.
Nope.
I don't know.
The bullpen's really, really good, and if you get Chapman back, that's just a bonus. Like, I wouldn't trust him to be the closer at all.
Well, he
Clay
usually
Holmes is
comes
cold.
in.
Michael King's cold.
Well, right now he's not even the closer. They just put him in high leverage situations, and he can't get out.
He usually comes in and just gives up a bomb in probably the worst spot you could give one up.
If he doesn't have his velo, he's not good, and right now he does not have his velo, so that makes it hard. That's also the toughest division in baseball. So.
No, the division's nasty.
The Blue Jays are supposed to be good. They're really not.
No, they haven't.
That's a team that'll probably make a move for a pitcher because they signed Barrios to a ridiculous contract to be an ace, and he has sucked.
Because on paper their pitching staff's good. It's just
Yeah.
on
Well,
paper.
their best is their second year.
Their
Alec
pitcher also-
Manoah.
The pitching coach also got fired. So.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
Oh, wait, no, did he get fired? Or did he just get suspended?
I don't remember, but he's not with the team right now.
Gosman is what he always does, shines at the beginning and then falls off later in the year. I don't know what's wrong with Barrios. I think they have, is it Kikuchi?
Yeah, but
He's been kind of buns. And
He's
then-
in the bullpen now, John.
And then I think Ryu is out for the year, so they're gonna have to make a trade.
Their bullpen's good though.
Yeah.
Their bullpen's better than
Well,
it was.
it's got
not great.
like Romano, and that's
yeah.
like
yeah,
it.
Jordan Romano they have.
They need a
What do
little
they
bit more. The Orioles are hot.
Yeah, that's weird.
They're like 4 games out. I'd love to see them make it. It'd be fire.
I'd love
Do I
to see
think
him
they
make
will?
it.
No, because they got the Rays and the Red Sox to worry about. The Red Sox are underperforming as well.
That whole division's nasty though. So.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Well,
to
the
see.
Orioles aren't supposed to be nasty because they have 0 starting pitching at all.
There's John Means, don't they?
No,
Oh, you don't have any more happening?
he's hurt.
Oh, not that.
Pretty sure he's out for the year.
See, I don't watch the awards. So.
And their like number 1 prospect pitcher, I think, had to get Tommy John. But when he's ready, he's gonna be really, really, really good.
You would think the Orioles would be good in the next couple of years. But being the Orioles, it kind of scares me.
And they have the #1 farm system in all of baseball,
Yeah,
so
I'm sure
I
they'll
think
trade
their
all the
future's
way
pretty
for
bright.
some.
But they just need pitching. That's where they're terrible.
You know they have the #1 prospect catcher.
Yeah, he's in
He's
there
playing.
now. Adley.
They pulled him up.
We need a pitcher bad. I think we thought we were going to survive when Flaherty got healthy. And when he came back, he just didn't have his stuff. And then he was throwing. He did all right the first inning, and he came out the second inning, and they pulled him because they said he had a dead arm. And that means, like, his arm is fine, and he's throwing, and he's like 8 miles an hour under his normal velo for no reason. And then he went to the 60-day IL, so I think that's a shoulder thing. That ain't good, but that's even more of a reason to go trade for a pitcher.
Yeah. And you're
The only issue with that is I wanted Frankie, but I know he got pulled with an injury
Yeah, he's on the IL.
a couple weeks ago, so that is tough. And then another one is in our own division, so I don't know if the Reds will do it with Luis Castillo. After that, I don't know who to trade for. Seems like the only moves we make are for vets that aren't that good. They're past their prime.
Signed John Lester again.
He's retired. That's the issue.
I was kidding. I just meant you'll
But-
sign someone like John Lester.
Yeah. I mean, who's like that? I mean, Joe Ryan. Get him from the freaking Twins, but they need him or whatever.
Yeah.
Zach Greinke.
Oh yeah, you can get Zach Greinke. We're selling anyone.
I've
they
already
want.
got Greinke pretty much with Dakota Hudson.
Yeah. I mean,
And Livy hasn't been good, so I'm officially Livy, Jordan Walker, and Nolan Gorman were the 3 untouchables going into the season. I think Livy has pitched his way into we could use him as a trade piece because he hasn't been that good.
I know the Royals were fully embracing the old tank, so we traded Carlos Santana, and then he decided he was going to be a stud, so that was dope.
About to get rid of Benintendi.
We need to get rid of
have
Benintendi
to.
because he's winning us games for some reason, so that's dope.
Well, he's only got 1 year left
I know,
of
yeah.
control or
and
whatever.
It's the last year. Well, it's not the last year.
So-
It's due. It's the last year. Like I don't know how
Control.
it
I think
works.
it's called
Yeah,
control.
last year we had control of
And
his
then
deal.
he would just be like what the Dodgers did with Scherzer.
Yeah.
So he would just be there to help them win now, and then after that he'll be a free agent and
Yeah.
go wherever.
So we need to trade him.
Yeah.
Our farm system's okay. It's not as good as it should be, but
Not a super bright future
you know,
there.
it ain't looking too
I
bad.
I think it's the pitching coach, or it's got to be.
We just literally don't have pitchers.
Well, they haven't developed any.
Yeah, I
like the
mean,
ones that are supposed to be there to develop, they haven't.
Like the
at all.
last, I think I saw a thing. The last pitcher we've had developed that like ended up being good was Wade Davis,
Yeah,
which was like 2015, 2014, something
Yeah.
like that.
like the last time the NL won the All-Star game or something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know who of the 5 you throw that is supposed to be good.
We paid Greinke a lot of money for some reason.
Well, I don't think he's supposed to be the ace. I can't
No,
remember.
Brad Keller sucks.
He's not supposed to be the ace either.
Bubik, or I don't know how you
No,
pronounce it.
it's
He
another
sucks
one. I
too.
can't remember his name.
Brady Singer sucks.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be the ace.
No, he's supposed to be. He's supposed
But
to be his keyword there.
none of them are very impressive right
I think
now.
the lowest ERA we have is like 5,
Yeah.
something like that. Even the bullpen, I mean, you walk, it's like a home run derby.
Mhm.
I mean, the problem with the Royals is like they've just won
Yeah.
the World Series not too long ago.
We literally
So-
traded away every single prospect we had to like get that.
Yeah, and then that's what like
Which
really
small
screwed
market
y'all.
teams will do that.
Which we
If
had
they
to.
think
I mean, we
we're gonna
had to.
win- If we're gonna win now, you
Yeah.
have to do it.
Yeah.
If you don't, then it looks like a failure.
Which now is just
No, it
kind
just
of
sucks.
yeah.
Which is pretty much what the Mariners tried to do this year. It's just they didn't make the right pieces because they signed Robbie Ray thinking he was going to be ridiculously good.
They also traded for
After
Aguino,
signing,
who sucks.
yeah, and Winker, he hasn't been very good either.
Yeah. They're not in a bad spot though.
No, they just won 15 in a row, so we'll see how that goes. But their pitching's not that
Yeah.
great.
Not bad at all. That was all I had.
Well, the
your
Rangers-
division's freaking terrible.
Oh, dude, our divisions. Like we were saying, the worst team in your division is what? Is the
I'd say the Reds,
Rays?
but then
No, his division.
probably the Orioles and
They're-
their they're.
I bet you the
40
Orioles would be
miles.
probably second in our division.
Yeah.
At least.
Orioles have
The Twins.
46.
might have it,
I think.
Orioles are 46 and 46.
Yeah, they're 500.
Yeah, they'd be
Yeah,
they'd be
sure it's not.
anywhere from 2 to 3 in yours.
Yeah.
Because the White Sox are supposed to be the World Series contenders, and they look abysmal.
We're awful. The Tigers are awful.
Stupid Twins.
The Twins are
The
okay.
Twins are winning the division. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, it's
The Guardians are. Depends what night you play them.
So the Twins could make a move.
Yeah.
I think that the Guardians need to trade for Contreras because they don't have a catcher.
You're still better than the Athletics.
You got
What
that
do
The A's
you
are
do?
the A's are trying to lose on purpose.
Yeah, we're the
Because
fifth worst team. on
if
the-
you bought MLB The Show this year, you spent more money than the Athletics did on their team.
That's facts.
They're starting dudes that I've never even heard of before. They're just like, yeah, we'll start you because we're trying to lose. Might as well.
The Rangers were looking good for a while.
Yeah, they actually were.
No, but they just went 2-5 in their division against the
Yeah.
Mariners and the Athletics. So
Yeah.
it's
If you look on future there, they already have a brighter future than the Royals. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys have so many prospects. You guys are fine.
I need to tune in even more.
Jack will
but-
be there.
You
Probably in a
drafted
couple
Kumar
of
Rocker
years.
for some odd reason.
I think he'll be pretty good.
I know
but
that 3 is wild.
yeah, it's
But-
a stretch.
If he signs his contract.
That's true.
Right,
If
too.
he signs.
Yeah, they're just trying to avoid having to pay top dollar money for the prospects.
Because it's called the underslot.
Right.
That's what you do. Yeah.
Right.
So
Like
you can
drafting-
spend more money on the later
Yeah.
rounds. Yeah.
Like instead of drafting the third prospect, you take the 8th, so you can have to,
Yeah,
avoid
pay him.
paying that
I got you.
top dollar. So that's probably why they stretched with that one.
I don't mean he's gonna be good. I'm
Yeah,
not saying it's a
yeah,
bad pick. I'm
right.
just saying,
Oh, we haven't hit on this, but Juan Soto turning down his contract.
yeah, it was wild.
There's like 6 teams that have enough to trade for him. I think it's like the Giants, the Padres, the Cardinals, the Yankees, and the Dodgers because of how their farm systems
Yeah.
add up. If the Cardinals do it, it'd be tough.
Yeah.
I saw something on Instagram. I don't know if it's true, but after Soto turned down his contract, they didn't even pay to charter a plane for him to the All-Star game.
Well, I'll tell you
Really?
this.
Yeah.
Paul Blackburn on the A's, he was an all-star pitcher, but they didn't. They made him just fly.
Where was it?
And
He's
then
in LA.
they finished their series in Houston, so Houston flew him out with Houston's all-star players because that's how cheap the Athletics are.
Wow.
They just need to sell their team.
That's crazy.
Go to Vegas, sell your team.
Do you think it's because he wants more money, Soto? Because
I
like
don't think
think
he wants to be there.
that
Yeah,
that's
the
another
thing
thing.
is-
Well, I was thinking, well, what's Trout? What's his contract? 12 for.
A lot.
Yeah. I know Soto's, if he signed it, was going to be the biggest contract
Yeah.
like ever.
Yeah. I don't
So
know.
it's not like it was a money thing. I don't
No,
I
it's,
can't
he
imagine.
doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
It's that I wouldn't want to play for the Nationals for
Because
15
if
Yeah.
you go off
True.
like of who has the best future in baseball and who has the worst, I think the Nationals maybe did last.
I mean, they did what the Royals did. They traded everyone,
Yeah.
like all the prospects for
Mhm.
for that.
Yeah,
And
that
the Nationals can't even be mad at him. He got him a title.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they won.
And they
the
lost out on Rendon.
Yeah.
Which looks great because he's freaking
Yeah.
terrible.
He's
Rendon's
I mean, when he's on, when he's playing, he's not bad. But
Oh,
when
yeah,
he
no,
just
playing,
doesn't
yeah,
play.
yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah.
play.
Angels made an embarrassment out of that.
Yeah. It looked good on
They're
paper.
gonna hate themselves for a lot of things
Yeah.
because they're gonna lose Shohei because they're not gonna have enough money to pay him,
No.
and then that ship will sail.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't even know what you do. Like, what's Shohei really valued at?
Said he wants more than Scherzer,
And Scherzer's getting paid.
Yeah,
a lot,
a lot of money.
which he's not a better pitcher than Scherzer, but he can also hit.
Yeah,
So that
he can play.
I don't even want to know what you'd have to pay to get him because we haven't seen anything like it.
Yeah,
It would probably be close to like 35, 40 a year.
It's
I'd
probably
assume.
gonna be a lot.
yeah.
I don't want to know where he's gonna go because I know it'll be big market
Bring him to the range.
team that's already good.
We'll take him.
Yeah, it'll probably be a New York team or LA team.
Yeah. Oh, the Mets.
The Yankees will make some move at the deadline. I just know they
I swear
will.
to God, if Shohei goes to the Yankees.
You don't want him or something?
Why would you pay him and not pay Judge?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's nice.
I figured you'd pay Judge by now. But
Just gotta get rid of Gallo.
Every time people go to the Yankees too, they just You bring in a new player, they suck.
Yeah. Rizzo
Rizzo's been money.
Yeah, Rizzo is a well-rounded baseball player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you bring people in like Joey Gallo, who are hitting tanks in Texas, and now he has one of the worst performances I've ever seen.
I think the perfect spot for Joey would be Colorado.
Oh, Joey would be money.
He
Joey
hit
would be
nukes
phenomenal.
there,
He would.
and I'm pretty sure he's good friends with Chris Bryant, so that'd be perfect for
Elevation.
him.
That would be crazy.
Plus, I don't even think he plays in the fields for the Yankees, and he's pretty good in the field.
He's
But
actually
they
not
just have
to
to
lay
play
out there, but
Judge, so it's hard.
The freaking reasoning on putting Stanton in the outfield. The announcers were talking about yesterday. They said Boone thinks that putting him in the outfield keeps him from getting hurt more often.
I don't know.
I don't know
How
how
that
would
makes
make
sense.
That doesn't really.
Because first of all, Giancarlo might be the worst outfielder.
Yeah, it's not good.
He's bad in the field.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a professional athlete, so it's not like he's that bad. But compared to like Joey Gallo, would be much better in the field. Granted, Joey Gallo can't hit, but
Do you know who's been really bad in the field this year that you wouldn't expect? We have talked about him. Juan Soto.
oh yeah, no, he's a
Been
bad.
bad.
He's a biz.
Bad.
Mm.
There's a lot of Gold Glovers doing that this year for some reason.
He's probably doing it on purpose. at this
Colton
point.
Wong's like third to worst. Outs above average.
That whole team is god.
Yeah, I mean, their pitching staff's just so good that they'll keep them in it. They just can't hit.
I couldn't even like name two more people off the Nationals
Yeah, I can't.
besides Soto.
But I could, but I understand why you couldn't.
Just don't pay
Strasburg.
attention to him anymore.
Strasburg.
Oh.
Didn't know he was still there.
Yeah, he's on like I can't even trade that contract. I
It's
can't.
bad.
I can't
That
get rid
was
of
bad,
that. Scherzer's on the Mets, right? You want to trade-
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll be good when they get DeGrom back.
I was gonna say they're the
They don't
second.
even have McGill either.
They're second in the. They're second in the league.
They're
I
up
believe.
there.
I think they're first in the NL.
They're up
And they don't
there.
even have Degrom.
No, they don't
That's
have DeGrom.
crazy.
Scherzer was out for a while.
Yeah. But imagine getting his arm back. Like he's not
Oh, yeah.
pitching all year, and then he comes back for like the playoffs.
It'd be scary. Really would be.
I think DeGrom's already made his rehab starts.
Has he?
Uh-huh.
I know he was pitching in single A a couple weeks ago, and he was
I bet that place was packed just to see him.
the
Kind of like when Clayton was in.
teams were tweeting about it again,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, I don't know what the exact quote was, but it was something like DeGrom throwing 99 in the third inning, help us," or something like that.
Yeah, when major leaguers go down there,
Yeah.
they're tasked with catering the team food, so they like expect a lot. So I know like Scherzer got them like steaks and stuff like that.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't know if DeGrom's a super nice person or not, but I know
I
I know
Max.
he's real quiet.
I know
Yeah.
Max isn't, but I also know he was probably dead serious down there because
He's a
I
big
don't know if you
team guy.
watched it. He was going nuts in the dugout like it was a World Series championship
I think
game.
one dude got a hit, and he like
Yeah,
lost his mind. in the
He was
dugout.
like strutting after he was caning people.
Well, Chris Sale didn't buy a new TV, so.
Yeah. He done. He got hit with a line drive on the finger. He probably done.
All right, thank you guys for watching the video. This was all about the MLB.